Hi everyone! It's December 30th, which means it's New Year's Eve tomorrow. And as you might already know, in Russia we really care about New Year's. That's the biggest holiday of the year for us. And tomorrow my husband and I are hosting a couple of really close friends, and we are making lots of Russian food. And we will be making lots of stuff. I'll share some recipes with you, but ultimately we are making crab salad, which is a really traditional Russian New Year dish. Normally Russians make it with imitation crab, but because we are in California, we use real crab for it. And we're also going to have caviar, which is our favorite New Year's treat as well. And for caviar, I'm making traditional Russian crepes or blini. And as you can see, I made my first one right here. It looks pretty beautiful. And now my second one does not look as nice. But the thing is, in Russia, we even have a proverb that says the first crepe is always in a lump. And what it means is that you should not be afraid to make mistakes in your first try, because the first crepe is always in a lump, and it's your second and third and all the next tries that really make it good. So I just made this crepe batter, and right now I'm making the crepes here. I have it all set up. As you can see, I have my hot non-stick pan, the batter is made all here already, and a plate for my crepes. And so it's really important to know exactly, how much to pour based on the size of your pan. And you really want to make it, so it covers your whole pan, which is what I'm doing. And so tomorrow, I'm going to serve those crepes in many different ways. First, we are going to just serve them with some sour cream and caviar. But another really traditional thing that Russians do is they wrap things in their crepes. So you kind of like make a roll with your crepes. And what we like to do is pretty traditional, pretty simple. We make ham and cheese crepes, and we make mushroom crepes. So we're gonna put some mushrooms and cheese, maybe a little bit of onion, and like wrap it up. That makes a great little appetizer. So this is one big thing that we're making. And then tomorrow we're also going to experiment for the first time. We're gonna make chicken Kiev, and then we're going to make plov, which is rice pilaf with lamb and carrots, and it's also really good. Comes from some former Soviet republics, and that would be a nice little side dish. So we're gonna make that. We bought special honey cake for dessert. That's some traditional Russian dessert that I like. Finally, I'm going to make khachapuri, which is Georgian cheesy bread. And that I'm also really excited about. We've tried making it before. It's really simple. It's great. So we're gonna do that. And so today I'm just doing some prep here. I'm making the crepes beforehand so that we could wrap stuff in them. And I'm already prepping some ingredients for the crab salad. So I boiled a cup of rice, and I hard-boiled 4 eggs. And I'll tell you later what all the other ingredients for that are. And for the crepe batter, it's also really, really simple. All it takes is 2 eggs, 1 cup of all-purpose flour, and 1 cup of milk. That is all. Really, really simple. And as you can see, I'm flipping my crepe here. Now this one is beautiful. Worked out perfectly. And I'm watching Russia's most favorite New Year's movie right now, which is called The Irony of Fate, or Enjoy Your Bath. And the plot of this movie, so it all happens on New Year's Eve, and it's based on the fact that in the Soviet Union, everything is the same, you know. The architectural, the buildings are the same, the apartments, all the furniture is the same because there are so few goods available. And so this guy who lives in Moscow, on New Year's Eve he goes to a sauna with his friends where he gets drunk, and his friends put him on a plane to St. Petersburg, and he does not remember anything. He lands in St. Petersburg, he catches a taxi, and he tells the taxi driver his address. And so this exact same street exists in St. Petersburg too, because all of the streets in the Soviet Union are called, like, you know, the Revolution Street and the Lenin Street and stuff. And so he says the name of his street, and the driver takes him. I'm gonna put some butter here for my next crepe. And then he goes, the building looks exactly the same again, the Soviet Union, everything is the same. And then even the furniture in the apartment is all the same. So it's all the same. And he goes in, and of course, there is a lady that lives in the apartment. She comes in and she realizes there's some stranger in her house. And so she tries to kick him out. That doesn't work, and so this is how a love story starts, as you can imagine. And so that's the irony of fate. And I am now making my next crepe here. This one is not gonna be in a lump, which I'm really excited about. So I'd say fourth crepe is not in a lump, and I'm going to record again later when I move on to my next recipe. Okay, next stage. While my crepes are being made, I also put together most of the ingredients for the crab salad. I have boiled a cup of rice, which I am now putting in the big bowl. Then I also cut up 4 hard-boiled eggs. Here they are. Here are my 4 hard-boiled eggs. I cut up 1 large cucumber. And finally, the last part is just a can of corn. Now, we also, like I said, bought real crab, and we did it a couple days ago, so we put it in the freezer, so it's still frozen. We're waiting for it to thaw. We're going to just put lots of mayo in there, a fair amount of salt, and dill, and that's the crab salad. So, wow, it is past noon and we have our appetizers for the New Year set up. We spent the whole night yesterday until at least 11 p.m. making some of the main courses, and this is what we have here today. This is the finished crab salad, and I want to show you how well Doug garnished it with some red caviar and dill. Isn't that beautiful? I rolled some fillings into the crepes. These are mushrooms and onions and cheese. These are ham and cheese. This is super traditional. We have caviar sandwiches with cream cheese, some silver dollar pancakes to be eaten with black caviar, of course, red caviar. We got some herring, sour cream, lots of different jams. And we have the Georgian Hachapuri bread coming. On the TV we have a traditional Russian New Year's concert, and we're just getting ready. It's almost 1 p.m. and at 1 p.m. we're going to listen to the president's speech, drink some champagne and make a wish.